In today's headlines, 57% of Pinoys choose health over love and money, social weather system. QC open to all colors. Senator Bongo aids Bulacan fire victims. Vets violating health protocols face charges. Water interruptions uninterrupted. Asa Miller records DNF in Winter Olympics giant slalom. U.S. reaffirms dire Russian invasion warning as Scholz heads to Kyiv. Good morning, I am Kim Sancha and you are watching Tribune News on Q. Today is the 14th of February and here are the latest news this Monday morning. At least 57% of Filipinos preferred health over love and money this Valentine's Day, according to the latest survey of Social Weather Stations, or SWS. Based on the results of the survey conducted by the SWS from the 12th to the 16th of December 2021, 31% of the respondents picked love and 11% chose money. The SWS added that compared to December 2019, preference for health fell by 13 points from 70%. On the other hand, preference for love rose by 8 points from 23%, while preference for money rose by 4 points from 7%. According to SWS, at least 84% prefer brains over body, 54% are very happy with their love life, and 18% say they have no love life. The fourth quarter survey used face-to-face interviews covering 1,440 individuals. Quezon City underscored that candidates from all political parties and affiliations are welcome to campaign in the city. Quezon City Mayor Joy Belmonte said that it is part of her duty and mandate as their mayor to allow citizens to make an informed and impartial choice for their leaders. Belmonte is not affiliated with any national political party, having filed her candidacy under the local Servicio Sabayan Party. Likewise, the mayor has not publicly endorsed any presidential candidate, although she has received nearly all of them warmly during courtesy calls. On the 13th of February, thousands of supporters gathered for what was termed as the Pink Sunday rally of Vice President Leni Robredo, which caused crowds to overspill into large areas surrounding the Quezon Memorial Circle. On the 8th of December, the supporters of BBM and Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio held a massive 5-hour motorcade which began along Commonwealth Avenue in front of the Commission on Audit and ended at the Welcome Rotunda at boundary of Quezon City and Manila. Presidential candidates Isko Moreno, Manny Pacquiao, Ping Lacson, and their respective running mates have likewise held campaign activities in Quezon City, which were all preceded by courtesy visits by the candidates to Belmonte. Senator Christopher Bongo relieved 18 families whose houses were razed in separate fire incidents in Bocaue and Obando, Bulacan on the 11th of February. GO staff provided financial assistance, meals, food packs, and masks to the victims at the Binyang First Barangay Hall in Bocaue and Pag-asa Barangay Hall in Obando. Select individuals in Bocaue also received a bicycle and a computer tablet. Meanwhile, the Department of Social Welfare and Development provided separate cash assistance to each affected family. In a video message, GO vowed to continue supporting communities in distress for their faster recovery. He then reassured that the country fire protection services will improve through the Bureau of Fire Protection Modernization Act. Go is the principal author and co-sponsor of our Republic Act 11589, which provides for the acquisition of modern fire equipment, expansion of BFP's manpower, and provision of highly specialized training to firefighters, among others. The law also mandates BFP to conduct monthly fire prevention campaigns and information drives in every local government unit. Meanwhile, the senator offered additional aid to those needing medical attention. He encouraged them to seek the services of the Malasakit Center at the Rogaciano M. Mercado Memorial Hospital in Santa Maria or at the Bulacan Medical Center in Malolos City. In the end, the lawmaker expressed gratitude towards the local leaders for their quick response and continued bayanihan amid challenges caused by the pandemic and other calamities. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Paano magpakilig ang katribu? Kilig tip number 1. Be a gentleman, katribu. Huwag ka agad hahawak ng manibela. Pagbuksan muna natin ng pinto ang ating mga loved ones bago ipaharurot ang sasakyan para masabi niyang, babe, you drive me crazy. Happy Hearts Day, katribu!
Si Harry Roque ang pinakamagaling na spokesman, kaya inggit sa kanya ang oposisyon.
Tama lang na ipinaglaban ko ang balik trabaho para bumalik ang kita ng mga nagtatrabaho at naghahanap buhay. Hindi pwedeng magutom ang pamilya. Dapat lang po ingat buhay para sa hanap buhay. Basta trabaho, kita at hanap buhay ang nakataya. Nasa harap niyo po ako.
Ibigay natin ang tudong suporta kay Harry.
Mapalutong bahay man o sumptuous meal for special occasions, sagot na kayo ng Tropang Kalanpag. Dahil atid sa inyo ng Daily Tribune ang fun and exciting cooking show na Kalanpag, manood at matuto kung paano lutuin ang mga favorite nyong recipes. Sabayan pa ng fun and inspiring na kwentuhan sa kusina. I-upgrade na rin natin ang mga nakasanayang traditional dish ng pamilya. Plus, healthy tipid tips na ibabahagi ng Tropang Kalanpag. Matuto, mabusog at ma-good vibes dito lang sa Kalanpag tuwing Lunes, 10:30 a.m. sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube.
Paano magpakilig ang katribu? Kilig tip number 2. Matuto magmasahe ng katawan ng ating mga misis. Ikaw na bahala kung half o full body massage ang iyong gagawin. Tandaan, lagyan ng oil para madulas ang haplusan. Happy Hearts Day, katribu!
We are back on Tribune News on Q. Interior Secretary Eduardo Año yesterday warned candidates in the coming elections and their supporters who violate health protocols during the campaign period that they will surely face charges for any offense. During an interview, Año said the Department of the Interior and Local Government, or DILG, is coordinating with political parties and their candidates to remind their supporters to observe COVID health protocols during political campaign gatherings. He stressed that they will be fair in filing possible charges, regardless of whether they are candidates or supporters. Año urged aspirants to follow Commissions on Elections or COMELEC Resolution 10732 that imposes restrictions on in-person campaigning. He said they should also study the do's and don'ts itemized in the COMELEC's new guidelines since the country is currently under a pandemic. Should there be any violation of this policy during the campaigns, this will be directly reported to the concerned officials to investigate the matter and see if cases need to be filed against them. Water service interruption that have bedeviled residents of Las Piñas, Parañaque, Muntinlupa, and Cavite will continue until the 28th of February, Manila Water Services Incorporated announced Sunday. The water firm blamed increased turbidity in water source from Laguna Lake as reasons for the interruption in several areas. Normal operations are expected only starting the 1st of March, it added. Maynilad said its water facilities are only able to produce 200 million liters per day versus the normal average daily production of 280 million liters. Due to increased turbidity in the raw water coming from Laguna Lake, Maynilad is constrained to reduce water production in our treatment plants, the concessionaire said in an advisory. Filipino-American skier Asa Miller crashed to a rough start in his Beijing Winter Olympics campaign after registering a DNF or did not finish in the men's giant slalom on Sunday, the 13th of February. Waiting for almost 2 hours for his turn at the Yanqing National Alpine Skiing Center, Miller failed to complete his run, no thanks to an early sleep during a turn. It was a disappointing ending for Miller, who finished 70th in the event in the Pyeongchang Games in Korea 4 years ago. Frustrated, Miller immediately returned to the Olympic Village with his father, Kelly. Switzerland's Marco Odermatt captured gold with a combined time of 2 hours and 9 seconds and 35 milliseconds, just 0.19 seconds, ahead of Slovenia's Zan Krajek, who clinched silver with 2 hours, 9 and 54 milliseconds. Maintaining his position after the first run, France's Mathieu Febvre pocketed bronze with time of 2 hours, 10 minutes, 69 seconds. The first snowfall of the Winter Olympics proved to be a major stumbling block as a total of 33 skiers recorded a DNF after the opening run, with only 54 of the 89 participants advancing. Two did not start. Meanwhile, the second training for the women's downhill on Sunday was cancelled. Eyeing to redeem himself, Miller looks to end his Winter Olympics stint on a high note in the men's slalom on Wednesday, the 16th of February. Tribune News on Cue will be back. Stay with us.
Magpakilig ang katribu. Kilig tip number 3. Mag-ala cooking show sa iyong bahay. Pagluto mo naman ang iyong mister. Hindi yung puro prito lang ang alam mo lutuin. Happy Hearts Day, katribu!
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Vaccination, isolation, gotta keep up with my nutrition, gotta maintain my body condition, then I can take my vaccination. What do I choose? What do I take? As long as it is not a fake. AstraZeneca, Moderna, BioNTech, even Sinovac, okay na. Babakuna ka ba? 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 Vaccination for the nation, no more isolation. With vaccination, babakuna ka ba? Babakuna ka ba? Babakuna ka ba?
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Paano magpakilig ang katribu? Kilig tip number 4. Katribu, siguraduhin na may time kayo para mag-Netflix and chill na mag-asawa. Mas maganda kung horror o kaya zombie para after nyo manood, kayo naman na magkakagatan. Happy Hearts Day, katribu!
And you are still watching Tribune News on Q. Washington reaffirmed its warning Sunday that Russia could invade Ukraine at any moment, and German Chancellor Scholz preferred to visit both countries in a bid to head off a crisis that Berlin said had reached a critical point. Kyiv also scrambled to keep its airspace open after KLM became the first major airline to suspend its operation because of the threats posed by Russian troops conducting military drills across Ukraine's frontiers. Western countries are winding down their diplomatic missions and urging their citizens to leave immediately after a frantic week of diplomacy failed to calm one of the most explosive standoffs since the Cold War. U.S. President Joe Biden briefed Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky about an hour-long conversation with Russia's Vladimir Putin he had on Saturday that made no breakthrough. Washington has warned that the Russian developments, estimated at 130,000 soldiers backed by various missiles and tanks, was sufficient to launch a major attack any day. Germany's Scholz said on the eve of his crunch trip to Kyiv Monday and Moscow Tuesday that Western allies would immediately sanction Russia if it invaded. Zelensky's office said the Ukrainian leader had invited Biden to visit Kyiv in the coming days to show his moral support and deliver a powerful signal to Russia. That wraps up the stories this morning. Before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store, the Department of Tourism, Araneta City, MG Motors, Haina Motors, Security Bank, and Overseas Community Affairs Council member Alan Lin of Republic of China for their continued support. Again, this is Kim Sancha, and you are watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Happy Valentine's Day. Good morning.
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its vibrant community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tercito are available on our community Viber.
magpakilig ang katribu. Kilig tip number 2. Matuto magmasahe ng katawan ng ating mga misis. Ikaw na bahala kung half o full body massage ang iyong gagawin. Tandaan, lagyan ng oil para madulas ang haplusan.